Hello and welcome to TCG Deck Tech. Today we're gonna play a new deck, Frosty Fiora, that I created yesterday. This is basically a Fiora deck that has Frostbyte in it and also plays Ashe. So I started playing Fiora yesterday because I wasn't that satisfied with my Vladimir. It's a good deck, but yeah, it's just not that fun to play for long, for me at least. So I made a Fiora deck. Fiora, of course, has the alternate win condition of her killing 4 enemies and winning the game if she has killed 4 enemies not being recalled or not being killed or something like that. Here you see the first problem of my deck. It's very spell heavy because it has spells like Judgment, also all of these Frostbite spells. So I started out with this deck like considering playing a Swimstrins version of Fiora Shen, which has the barriers, of course, giving Fiora a lot of barriers and winning that way. But I think the Ashe deck is much better because Ashe has a better win condition on her own, and yeah, that's just a better way, I think, to play this. So here you see why this Frostbyte Fiora deck is so nice, because I can just Frostbite this one and just kill it. Of course, frostbitten enemies don't do any damage anymore. Okay, now I can't kill them this turn, but it's alright. I can use the Take Heart to make Fiora really big. I only have 1 copy of Take Heart, I think, because most of the time you will protect your Fiora against damage, because you are playing still a lot of barrier spells just to keep your Fiora alive. So you also have things like the Omen Hawk that can buff your Fiora and all of these nice little things. So all around, just a very good way to play Fiora. So they're probably gonna attack with the Z here. I want that, that's okay. Unless they smell something, nope. Oh, of course they can challenge this. So the Z will level up. That's okay though. Don't have enough mana for the Judgment yet. Still, I'm gonna Take Heart here. And also can give my Fiora barrier. So they will have to deal with a very big Fiora now. That has already killed 1 enemy, so 3 remaining here. So I think this Fiora deck is very fun, but it's also competitive because with Ashe and stuff like that, you can do a lot of things besides playing your Fiora. So you will see that this is a very diverse deck on what it can do. So here I'm gonna Frostbite this Z with the Archer. And I'm just gonna attack it with my Fiora again. Oh well. No, I won't do that. Still, I am going to go on the attack. Can Frostbite this enemy. Want to save my barrier for later right now. Doesn't really matter that much. Of course, when you Frostbite an enemy, they can still pump it up. So you have to watch out for that. Right now, what they can do is play Will of Ionia if they have it in hand, which would hurt my Fiora because she would need to kill the 2 enemies once again. It would also lose the Take Heart. Ooh, that's... Fortunately, I can't block that. So elusives are a big problem because you can't block them. I could have otherwise blocked them, played the Judgment and just won the game, but yeah, that wasn't possible right there. So what we want to do now is hope that the next turn they will block us with more than 1 creature. They're probably not gonna do that if they are oh, that's a rally. And that's a game. That's a game right there, okay. Yeah, so elusive aggro, that's a problem for this deck. You have to find ways to play around that. You do have single combat in this deck, but I think only 1 or 2 I have. Maybe I should put in more against these elusives or play more elusives myself, but yeah, that's a bit wonky. But you don't see that many elusive decks anymore in the meta, so yeah, it's just something you have to live with, I think. So it's probably not the S tier deck here, but it's definitely a deck you can win with in Platinum and above maybe. So that's a mid-rangey Hecarim Elise deck, maybe a bit aggro-y as well. You never really know with that. Omen Hawk is very nice. Don't need the iron. Don't need the flash freezes right now. I'm trying to get my Fiora as fast as possible. Ashe is nice as well. Just playing my Omen Hawk, hopefully buff a Fiora with that. Omen Hawk's just a very nice card to have in every deck that plays Freljord, really. It's just really broken. I think it's sleeper OP. Just buffing your allies. Of course, you don't know which allies are buffed, but still buffing 2 allies +1/+1 is very nice. And in this case, it has really paid off with the Fiora. Can't block that, it's okay though. Ooh, 2 Fioras even. I don't know if the +1/+1 goes away if it changes and changes back at some point. Have to see about that, haven't had that interaction play out yet. That's okay. Gonna draw a card. And I have a nice little fodder here for my Fiora that is not too difficult to kill, that doesn't do too much damage to Fiora. Cause with the 2/2 I would have maybe run into something. Okay, well, I ran into something anyways. But thankfully I got my other Fiora as backup. For now, I am going to play my Ashe.
I will unite the Freljord.
Have to let 6 damage get through here, unfortunately. I think I'm still fine though. Can play Fiora and buff her with the Elixir of Iron. Have to get rid of something here, definitely. Oh, I could also just attack this one. That would mean Ashe would die, but another creature of theirs would also die. Just keeping my Fiora extra safe here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. You never know, you never know. They could have pumped it somehow. Yeah, probably shouldn't have used the elixir here. So that's also a card that works in this deck, but you wouldn't have it if you played with Ionia second, with having the Shen. Also, I think Shen is just not a great champ. It's much better to have the Ashe here, because of the crystal arrow you can sometimes create. Going to play the Cavalier. I can still play the Prismatic Barrier on the Fiora, which is what I'm going to do here. So now Fiora is probably gonna level up if they haven't got anything they can do against it. Well, that's unfortunate for me. Still, they're gonna lose a lot of their board. And I got another challenger creature here. That Mistwraith is a tough one, but I can give my Fiora a repost next turn and give her a barrier again. And the turn after that I will have a Judgment ready. So that's very nice here. Could win me the game at the spot. Ah, that's unfortunate again. I have a lot of those. Of course, there are Shadow Isles. Hope they even get enough creatures on the battlefield that I can use the Judgment. Oh yeah, with the Hecarim definitely. The Hecarim definitely. But will she be strong enough to kill enough of them? Probably. Probably, yeah. Protege can't block fearsome creatures, but it can block the Hecarim, which is nice. Maybe should have used the Sentry here instead. I need to survive with the Fiora. If they buff something here that could spell disaster for me. Let's see. Can't have Deny, of course. They're not in Ionia. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Fiora decks play only 1 or 2 Judgments. I'm playing 3 Judgments every time, cause that's just the way you're gonna win with a Fiora deck. Really, a lot of the times. Okay, doesn't matter that they rally. That's a win. Have to wait for the animation, but yeah, that's a win. Of course, good opponents will always play around Judgment. So you might only get 1 or 2 in this type of situations. But against Ephemerals, it's a very nice way, because they're always making so many of these things that it's no problem to get to the point where you can just kill them in 1 turn like that. So yeah, as you see, I am plat 3 again. Yesterday I started with this deck plat 4 all the way down, because I tried a few decks around and lost some LP. So as you see, it can be a very nice deck to climb, at least in Platinum. So I hope I can play that deck until I get to Diamond. Always, of course, deck is gonna be linked in the description, the deck code. Yeah, those are not great draws for me. Here you see the spell heaviness again. Still, having Fiora come down on turn 3 and having probably 3 mana remaining to protect her, it's a very nice thing to have. You're gonna take the slow early game just for that. Because most opponents, of course, won't kill you in 3 turns, so yeah. You take that every time.
Save your worlds. We speak with blades.
So I'm wary of them having something they can buff the duo with, so I'm going to use the barrier instead of the frostbite.
Strike without worry.
Just to be safe. Yeah, that's exactly what I was dreading, that they had something they could buff the attack with. They could have done that and just killed my Fiora. Okay, Wayfinder didn't find anything. That's nice. It can find its own death now. Even if it's buffed, I can still frostbite it again. Well, now it won't. Won't die, but it still won't do damage, so it's okay. I'm gonna give my Fiora barrier. Okay, Protector. So I'm not gonna attack with my Protector here, my Bright Steel Protector. I am going to use single combat though. Before that, using the Flash Freeze. They don't have any more mana, so I can just kill it. The Wayfinder here. Level up my Fiora. So we're pretty good right now. Having the Ashe as a backup is also nice. Just destroying their creatures, if nothing else. And having that Fiora win condition. So let's see what they can do against that. They do have Ionia, so they can have Will of Ionia maybe. Could also have Denies. But now all of that doesn't matter because of the Z. Yeah, this will be a problem for them. Not gonna waste any of my other cards, just gonna kill the Z. And that's almost a win here. Could be time to win next turn even. Have a lot of cards that can win here. So let's see. Ah, yeah, that's what I was dreading. That's so unfortunate because now she has to kill 4 again. Yeah, so Ionia can counter you sometimes.
Save your world. We speak with blades.
Time for a leap of faith.
That's a nice combo as well. Conspirator Omen Hawk. Just makes it even more powerful, but I have the Ashe.
Will unite the failure.
It's almost leveled up. Only 2 more remaining. 2 more Frostbites, that is. So I'm still in a very fine position. Even though their next allies they draw will be very, very, very hard to kill. Ooh, that's a tough one. Gonna have such big creatures right now.
Walk softly, strike quickly.
Precision.
Gonna Elixir of Iron this. Block that. Almost forgot that and would have lost. It would have been... That would have felt bad. Now I can play the Take Heart on the Fiora. Make it a lot bigger. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is attack with the Ashe, Frostbite this Jeweled Protector, and when they would try to kill the Ashe, I'm going to play the Elixir of Iron on it. If they try to kill the Ashe, that is. would lose 3 damage.
Don't want
And they're trying it. They might have more elusives in their hand. Okay. Interesting choice. That didn't help them at all. So they just wasted a card there. Now they don't have elusives on the battlefield right now.
step lightly.
Oh, there's elusive. Very big one, that is. So this will be interesting. Fiora's already killed 2. Hope I draw some good card, maybe some flash freezes or the Frostbite, the 3 mana Frostbyte card. Yeah, I really need to draw that now. Yeah, so elusives got me again. Gonna play one more game in this video. Hope I can figure out how to deal with those elusives until the next video. Just gonna work around with this deck some more, but it's definitely a shell where you can have success with. So today are much more elusives running around than yesterday. So that makes our deck a bit weaker than it was the day before. That seems like an elusive deck again. I should have maybe put in one more single combat or something. Omen Hawk is very nice. Hopefully it gives me something good. Yeah, standard turn 1 play, Omen Hawk and Omen Hawk. Just so great, this card. Really doesn't seem much like it, but it is. I don't know, I'm just gonna play this archer for now. Not showing my best cards yet. Not showing what the Omen Hawk has buffed for me. Yeah, I really need to get 1 or 2 elusives in this deck somehow. Or maybe use that spell that gives you elusive, but I haven't found any place to put it in last time, fortunately. Love to have a Fiora right now. Not gonna lie. So they're playing some kind of Freljord elusives. That's something I would like to try out sometime as well. They will trade off their Omen Hawk with my Icewall Archer, which is not the best thing to have happen. Ooh, and it doesn't even kill this one. Yeah, that was a bad attack from me. So now we have to see how we work with this deck, not having Fiora.
never see us coming.
Can be tough here. Just gonna frostbite that for now. Maybe should have frostbite the green glade duo, so I can have the stalking wolf survive, or the cavalier, depending on what I wanna do. Not gonna swing with everything here. I hate Will of Ionia so much. Especially with this Fiora deck. So that's the thing about not playing Ionia yourself. You don't have access to the deny against this Will of Ionia. That can cost you the game sometimes. Jesus, that's a big elusive creature. Cannot even really frostbite it. No, can't do that. Huh. Can use the judgment though.
You're covered.
So I won't die this turn. Oh, I can't use the judgment because they're not gonna attack with the other cards. So they're playing really nice around the judgment. I really need to get that make an ally elusive spell into my deck somehow. Ashe doesn't help me right now. But I can use the judgment here to do a lot of damage. So maybe we can come back into this game after all. Oh, they might have deny here. That would be the game. Oh, Will of Ionia is basically the same thing. I hate this card. I really have to find a way to play around it somehow with this deck.
My duty's done. Hang on, Zern.
Light the signal fire.
Press on.
Yeah, I think that's the game again.
They cannot strike what they cannot see.
So as you see, this deck still can use some work against the elusives. Other than that, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here. Okay, as you see, this deck needs some more work, but I hope you enjoyed the idea. Let me know if you can do something around it, if you can make it better somehow. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to work with it a little bit more and see if I can make it work a lot better against elusives, because they seem to be more prevalent than I thought yesterday. But until the next time, this was TCG Deck Tech signing off.